Hello.
Mr. Parker, Dr. Connors here.
Oh, Dr. Connors. How are you? In recent years, the biggest movie stars have mainly been associated with which superheroes they have played in Marvel's cinematic universe. I miss the days where heroes bled when they were shot.
I ain't got time to bleed.
And where our heroes were fighting terrorists instead of light beams shooting from the stars. In the 80s and the 90s, we had so many iconic action stars like Arnold Schwarzenegger, Sylvester Stallone, Jackie Chan, Nicolas Cage, Jean-Claude Van Damme, Wesley Snipes, and so on. Who do we have now? Even the Fast and the Furious sequels have turned into superhero movies. But the good news is that in this video, I will be pointing you towards some of the awesome modern action movies that have been flying under the radar. These movies are dirty, bloody, and brutal. The stakes feel real, and the action heroes have no time for telling jokes while kicking ass. Here are my top 10 favorite modern action movies from the last decade or so. Number 10 is Olympus Has Fallen. The president's favorite bodyguard, Mike Banning, has been demoted to a desk job pushing pencils after being involved in an incident where the president lost his wife. However, when North Korea attacks the White House in a well-coordinated inside job, it is time for Mike to jump back into action.
We have contact from inside the White House.
As the terrorists have locked up the White House with Mike inside, he's the only one who can save the president and his son. It is a brutal, bloody and patriotic movie that will have you chanting USA, USA. Number 9 is Riders of Justice. The statistical mastermind Otto gives up his seat in the metro for a woman just before the seat explodes. As he feels guilty for her death, he decides to identify the cause of the explosion using his statistical powers. And soon he finds out that it was a carefully orchestrated assassination attempt on a witness involved in a biker gang war. Soon the widowed and PTSD-struck husband gets involved, and together they form a task force to take down the biker gang. It is an absurd and quirky dark comedy revolving around a weird and unlikely assembly of likable idiots. It is Danish humor at its best. Number 8 is Black Hat, a hacker action thriller inspired by the real-world Stuxnet virus, which destroyed parts of the Iranian nuclear facility. Though Black Hat wasn't well received by the reviewers or the audience, and despite its friendliness towards China, I really enjoyed it. Nick Hathaway is a super butch super hacker, released from prison to help catch some evil hacker terrorist.
Are you sorry? I insulted you, what are you sorry for? I'm not sorry.
Hathaway and his old Chinese hacking buddy travel the world kicking ass and writing code. The movie is actually quite impressive in how realistically it portrays hacking, with proxy servers, reverse shells, key loggers, hex dumps and whatnot. In these days where entire nations are paralyzed by hacking attacks, this movie is more interesting than ever. Number 7 is Extraction. Go pop some popcorn, because this movie is a real crowd pleaser. Chris Hemsworth is a disillusioned and heavy drinking mercenary with nothing to lose, and he jumps into any deadly assignment he can get his hands on. This time he has to rescue the kidnapped son of an Indian crime lord from another crime lord. What makes this movie so awesome are the fantastic and claustrophobic fighting scenes, the insane car chases, and the dark and dirty streets of Dhaka. Everything feels so dirty and dangerous.
Who the fuck are you?
Me?
Number 6 is Nobody. It is a dark and violent movie about the suburban dad Hutch, who after a home invasion has his long simmering rage and frustration ignited. For years he has been pretending to be a normal guy, when in fact he has a dark and bloody past. While out blowing off some steam after the home invasion,
I'm gonna fuck you up.
he accidentally starts a war with the Russian mafia. This movie is everything that superheroes aren't. Here people actually get hurt when they are beat up, and they die when they are shot. Number 5 is Enforcement. Two cops are on a routine patrol in the ghetto when the news break that a young Arab guy has died while in police custody. This is the spark that makes the neighborhood explode, and soon Arab gang members start hunting down the two policemen. The movie is presented as a good cop, bad cop kind of movie, but it turns out to be much more nuanced than that. The same goes for the people living in the ghetto. It is a tense and thrilling movie that shows the real dangers of police work. The movie has no invincible super cops. Number 4 is Kate, which I expected to be just another mediocre Netflix original. But I was wrong. The sniper assassin Kate wants to leave her career behind and take a shot at the normal life. But on her first date she gets poisoned with polonium-204 and now she only has 24 hours left to live. So she is in a bit of a hurry to find her killer and take revenge. The movie is a visual and auditory spectacle as we move through the Tokyo underworld, where Kate takes down one yakuza after the other. It is the Tokyo Drift of assassin movies, a guilty pleasure movie that you can watch over and over again. Number 3 is Sicario. This is a peek into the insanely brutal drug wars at the border between the USA and Mexico. The cartels are hiding dead people in the walls, for Christ's sake. We follow the idealist Kate as she joins a group of hard-ass special ops in the hunt for the main players of a Mexican drug cartel. We're taken through the roughest Mexican neighborhoods, drug smuggling tunnels, and even a drug lord mansion. The movie is claustrophobic and captivating, and you need to go watch it right now, or at least when my video is over. Number 2 is No Escape. Imagine just having moved your family to an exotic country because of work, and then the next day all hell breaks out, and expats are being executed in the streets. That is the insane premise of No Escape. The movie is unapologetically edgy, and one of the most tense movies I have ever watched.
Look at me! We're gonna fucking die here!
As we follow a normal family attempting to exit the country to get into safety. At no point do you feel safe, as the family is taken through one kill or be killed situation after another. Number 1 is of course John Wick. There's no way around it. John Wick has become a cultural phenomenon. Most of you already know the story about how John Wick first loses his wife to cancer, and then he loses the cute dog she left behind to the Russian mob. As revenge, John Wick just wants to kill the mob boss son, Joseph, even if that means bringing down the entire mafia. The movie is insanely stylish with its well-choreographed gun ballet, its neon colors, and its electronic music, and it even has 2 excellent sequels. I really hope that the action genre soon will steal back the spotlight from all those superhero movies. And with recent flops like Captain Marvel, Bloodshot, Wonder Woman 2, Black Widow, Eternals, Shang-Chi, and soon Morbius, I think we will soon see the real endgame of superhero movies. Thank you for watching, and I will catch you later.